Hello, everyone. I don't know if there's anyone on here. Okay. Yes. So, hi. I actually today in the mail got a book, Tupac's poetry book, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. And so, super cool. He writes, or he has his handwriting and then the typed on the other side, so you can read whichever one you want. But it gave me an idea because hey Claire, I feel like I read my poetry, but there's so many other poems that have inspired me. And guys, also, if anyone knows how to put on balls easily, it keeps falling out. This is the second time in a few days, and so I need to order more balls and screw them on. But anyways, I decided to pick a few of my favorite books and poems to share because I feel like they're important. And one of my favorite poetry books that I've read to this day is Courage, Daring Poems for Gutsy Girls. And I actually just picked it up to this random page, but it was a great poem in there. And it says, "In case you ever need it, it is here. Take this as yours, rip this from the book, or make a copy. Fold it in half again, and put it in your wallet, or between the mattress and the box springs, or taped under your desk. So it is there. If, know this, what happened to your body, to your head, to your heart, is not your fault. It is not something you deserved or caused. It is like blaming yourself for someone hitting your hand with a hammer. If this person is you, put the hammer down. Let it be an accident. Let it be the end. The body, heart, brain knows how to heal. It knows how to knit back together, how to suture and secure. Let it do what it does. Your body is yours. Your body will always be yours. You are not what happened. Your whole life is not just this. You do not speak a language made of this. This is not your name. Your name is your own. Let your name be the name of someone who can do the unthinkable, stands up and keeps moving. You are standing. You are taking a shower and eating breakfast. You are going to classes and going to work. You are doing impossibly hard things. Keep going and keep going there. Keep going, and there is summer. Laugh even if it is with rage. Open your mouth and your fist. Tell the truth. Tell a friend. Listen to someone else's heart. It is beating a miracle. You are both here. When scars are new, they shine. Be all the glitter you need." I thought that one was really beautiful. And I wanted to share that one. And then along with that, there's a really cool Planting Gardens and Graves, Volume 1. I haven't read the other volumes, but I think this one was one that had, a really big impact on me. And this one spoke to me because there was a phrase that constantly hear it growing up, and it's like, you're not for everyone, or it's not me, it's you. And so many times I think we still take it so personally, and it's so true. It's not me, it's you. It could be the way the person perceived you, and that doesn't mean that you should change dependent on what that person thinks of you. So there was a poem I found in here. It's pretty short. It says, "Not for them. Your soul is golden, but he prefers copper, and that's okay. You're not for everyone." Boom. It's easy, plain and simple. You are not for everyone, and you don't have to be everyone's cup of tea. That's totally fine. The first book, Courage, Daring Poems for Gutsy Girls. Super awesome. Or this one I showed first. The Rose That Grew from Concrete. Let's see. I just did a couple. Just myself. For so long, my best relationship was with myself. When people let me down, all I had was me. So I think sometimes we try so hard to I think it's really important to have a super amazing group of friends with you that you can lean on and have support from. But then there's this other side of it that's you need to have yourself at the end of the day, because sometimes everyone is kind of programmed to be there for themselves. Everyone's programmed to have their own agendas whatever, in everything. And so it's really important to just be there for you and to understand that someone might be busy at the time that you're in need, and you need to be able to be okay with turning to yourself and finding the things that work for you in order to get through a difficult situation. Another book that I really liked is Pillow Thoughts, but I didn't pre-pick a poem, so I'm just gonna flip to a page and hope that this one is cool. And actually, I put a little ear on this one, so hopefully this one is. She's that girl who doesn't believe in herself all that much, and for the life of me I can't understand why, because my belief in her goes beyond the sky. Ooh, I like that one. I think this one sounds like another good one. I think about people sometimes, like how they have their coffee, and if they like butter on their toast. I think about whether they're afraid of the same things I am, and whether they're chasing dreams every day. I think about the scars they have on their bodies and the light that shines in their eyes. I think about whether they wear socks to bed or whether they have special occasion clothes hanging in their closets. So if you're ever wondering if someone thinks about you from time to time, then maybe this is your answer. I think about you a lot. I wonder if anyone is thinking about me too. But what is involved in a happy ever after? There are too many versions, not for you to choose, but to create. Yes, so that one's Pillow Thoughts. It's awesome. I love them all. And you should check out these books. They're definitely my top. And then here's one of Tupac's. If there be pain. If there be pain, all you need to do is call on me to be with you. And before you hang up the phone, you will no longer be alone. Together, we can fall, because our love will conquer all. If there be pain, reach out for a helping hand, and I shall hold you wherever I am. Every breath I breathe will be into you, for without you, here, my joy is through. My life was lived through falling rain, so call on me if there be pain. I actually was doing a mental health panel, and I was speaking with Tyler Hilaniski's parents, and that's the quarterback from Washington State that committed suicide. And we were talking about whether there is a line you're crossing when you're offering your help to someone, and their answer was no, there's not, because when you feel someone's pain and you can continuously ask how they are, eventually one day, probably not right away, they could reach out. And so also that goes for the person that is getting offered help. I think it's important to realize that if someone's consistently showing you that they care, I think that it's important to accept help when it's needed. So those were some books, and I guess maybe for the last part of this, I shall read one of mine. But I don't know which one. Okay, this one's gonna be just kind of short. It's called Damaged Goods. He told me you're boring, hoarding your last words like they were something adoring to keep me from soaring. Crumbled up letters written in third person left on the ground, tiptoeing around as if I were waiting for your voice to sound from each and every one, filling my mind with each person that enters my life, staying silent long enough to hear your voice revive, mind deteriorating as I attempt to suffocate you while trying to survive. Life as damaged goods, only one remained alive. So that one I kind of left open-ended, because it is your choice whether you allow one to survive and one to not survive. So hopefully I can do more poetry lives. I think I want to start doing them on Friday nights and have like a theme for every week and invite some of you guys on to read if anyone writes poetry. So cool. Thanks for tuning in.